This is Bourgeois Latte, live in full effect at my cafe music bar, where you get a full orgasm of great indie music. So come chat with me.
Look, pull
as
up
a
the
refill
NY,
on your
turn
soul.
up your music, let's vibe. Light up a blunt and burn time as long as your time is my time. Order a cup of melodies and chill. Don't worry about the bill, the specials on the house for real. I feel a little bourgeois with the pinky up. Sip a latte in the dim light, chilling in the cut, vibing out, rocking out with some friends of mine. Just enjoying life, talking about some shit, some real shit. When two words collide, time. Great for you had the time. Lately been needing something to listen to, just a vibe. But right now is the time. So grab your coffee mug and relax, or sip your tea and let the music take action. To Bourgeois Coffee Table. They call me dog, and I'll be happy to take your order. I'd like to welcome you to the coffee table, sipping on a latte now, letting all the vibes play out. Yeah, yeah. I'd like to welcome you to the coffee table, sipping on a latte now, letting all the vibes play out.
Hey, you guys, it's Bourgeois Latte, live in full effect at my little coffee bar, you guys, on Latte Java Drips Radio, where we serve it cool while making it hot. We have here today Kojo, singer, songwriter, and I'm assuming a music producer, but we're going to find that out right now on Instagram Live. And I would like to give a little shout out because I'm checking this show here, and it looks like, let's see, because I want to make sure I give the right shout out to. We have some people from Arizona, and we have someone from Delaware and someone from Germany. So thank you for tuning in, and let's get Kojo up here so you guys can get to meet him and get this show on and popping. I want to let you guys know that I'm doing a Grind on Time every Wednesday. It's free airplay for independent artists, and Kojo is one of those artists that has been selected to go live and have free airplay Wednesday coming up. So you guys need to tune in and check him out. And here he is, Kojo. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Let the world know who you are. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm having a little latte as always, because that's what I do. I've always feel like, you got to have a beverage while you're enjoying your music. And for me, I love drinking lattes. I make all types of lattes. I know how to do all that fancy stuff. I really enjoy sipping coffee and listening to some vibes. So, now coffee has really have grown where you can find independent artist music at coffee shops now, at nice little cafes, at cafe bars. I'm telling you, coffee is starting to, have a new wave going on now because of you guys, really. People used to read the newspaper. Now people are really connecting to music with coffee. And so we're going to connect today and talk about what's going on with you and your music. And congratulations for being selected for Grind On Time for Wednesday. So tell me what's going on. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Kojo, and I am from Ghana, currently residing in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
I am a Christian songwriter and just a ghost producer. I'll say I'll be in the I'm in the studio with the producers and my engineers. So with that, I like to learn. They teach me while we're creating actually every music that I'm making. So in turn, I'm soaking in more knowledge with music theory, music composition, production, basically the ins and outs of everything. And what was that?
No, I was just going to say, because you've been really on the grind for quite some time. I've been listening to you for the past couple of years. I've played your music. I had a show with my one of my DJ colleagues, Ethos Put You On, who's like a genius in music, and we had critiqued, and it was one of your songs that you've done. It's not the one that's that we're going to play on Wednesday. It's going to be it's okay.
Yep,
That's
that was the first before I dropped.
yeah. Yes. Now that I don't know, I'm gonna tell you something about that song. I love the intro to that. That caught my ear, and that's so important when when you listen to music. That's the most important part, because if that intro is just not,
Yep,
grab your
that good
attention.
5 seconds.
Yep. And I don't know, it's such a positive song. It's a feel good song, and I'm glad. I'm glad that R&B is starting to. It's always been around, but I've noticed that now people are starting to want to connect to R&B music now more than ever. I love rap music. Don't get me wrong. I love my rap. I love my hip hop, but it's time for R&B to shine. Right. Now, do you consider yourself an alternative R&B artist, or just
I want to say alternative. I want to say I tackle those two lanes, like traditional R&B and alternative, and then just a little bit of pop, because why not?
Yeah.
Because you're not put me in a bubble. I like to see what I could do with music. So, but predominantly R&B.
Yeah.
So R&B and alternative R&B is where I'm at, where I feel most comfortable in.
I love alternative R&B. It's kind of weird because in a way, I don't understand it, because I think about neo soul.
Right.
I mean, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, The Roots. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt that was kind of alternative, but they were called the Soul Aquarians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it kind of bothers me a little bit because they keep changing the meaning of the genres.
Right.
It confuses me. I feel like it confuses a lot of other people. You have to be a serious music lover to really understand the genres. Correct. But we dominate it all anyway, so it don't even matter what genre that we do.
We're creators.
Exactly.
And the creators, they came up with everything, like the foundation of, I guess, melody and everything that goes into making basically a melody, the instrumentation, chord progression. Basically telling a story through sound. That's what I think music is, beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, that's true. So the song Satisfied, tell us a little bit about it.
So Satisfied, I want to say I got into my Romeo bag, just being real romantic, but it came around basically Valentine's Day. Spring is around the corner. I wanted to usher that in with just like a feel good song, just real back to the basically giving you a whole, with my paintbrush, painting out a picture of like what romance is, because I think we've gotten away from what being romantic is, as far as like the point of view from the male's perspective. Because like we have courting, dating, but even running into someone, your first interactions with someone, like making eye contact. So it goes into that whole thing of what it is to have that feel good feeling and saying, hey, I like you, let me follow through, and I guess establishing who I am with you to start a relationship.
There's so much, and I don't know if you've noticed that there's so much negativity about relationships, especially with us.
Yep.
And I wonder if it's going to be hard to get people to get drawn back into that romantic feeling, because I mean, I'm a hopeless romantic. Yep. But I always worry because I don't think people are ready for it. You know what I mean?
And that's the hardest thing. Like me, even choosing my words wisely, basically, because it could have a whole bunch of meanings. But basically, I wanted to steer away from anything vulgar, because I wanted to go back to like the passion, the enticing feeling, like basically everything that makes you feel good when you first meet someone. Like I wanted that, and I wanted the essence of that to come through with the song. So I steered away from like basically cussing, because nowadays, if it's hey, I want to take you out, they go straight into like all the wild things that people are saying to see if they can find their way with someone new. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to go back to the roots and the foundations of like how we seen like even 112,
Yeah.
Quincy Jones, Babyface, like those type of feel, even Tank, like taking a page from his blueprint of how he even comes up with songs, specifically in R&B.
No, it's getting there though. I think people are in the time of healing. I'm always hearing healing, mental illness,
Mm-hmm.
and it's funny because everybody now, even podcasting, everybody's now a therapist.
Ex-
And you know what's great about that though? You know, as an artist, a singer, you can talk about therapy. You can actually make that into a song. You know,
exactly.
and I feel like it's a cry for help
It is.
when I see all these podcasts, and it's cool. I love it. But then I also feel like, are you just talking, or do you really believe in that?
And that's how you could tell. Literally, it's hearing it, then seeing how it's being presented. So you
Mhm.
can always tell if the artist is connected to the song and how they present it. Because
Right.
in the show, if someone's just talking to say, "Oh, screaming mental health" and all this other stuff, but sometimes it doesn't resonate as it should. But then you
Mhm.
can always tell. Like you can always really tell. And times the best thing I had by your side to always tell.
Yeah.
So I use experience and how someone's basically the quality and how they're actually genuine versus if they're literally acting.
Well, you know what? I just think that you're on the right track, and it's the right fit for Latte Java Drips Radio, and especially if someone wants to have a sip of coffee or a latte or have a a matcha tea or whatever. The music it just fits the vibe. It fits and it's real. But one thing I like about you is that you're so unique. Your style is different. Your video is different as well. It's like, I like the rose, that special touch, that you add to your video. Um, it's been chosen for something. I don't, you mentioned it before. Your video is somewhere listed for a popular video. He's telling me about, was it iHeart or
Oh,
Vivo or?
I had a competition with basically they partnered up with Remy Martin
Okay.
and did a Remy mixtape for Black History Month.
Okay.
So I submitted my video, and luckily I was one of the people that they liked my video, and they premiered it at two radio stations, one in I think both of them in LA.
Okay.
So even for iHeart, that put a spotlight on my artistry, which I greatly appreciate. And hopefully in the future I get to work with brands like Remy Martin and iHeart because I feel like I already touched the surface of being partnered, well, having their names attached to mine. So it's like now it's, hey, let's set up a meeting.
Right.
Let's follow through with more stuff.
Yeah. So, satisfied. Will you be branching out to have an album?
Yes. So that was the premiere that I wanted to drop it through NPR's Tiny Desk
Oh,
contest. So
yeah.
I specifically did that so then I could now usher in to say, hey guys, my video's here because they want you to submit original content. So at the time I couldn't put it on any streaming platforms. So I was like, what's a good way in dropping this, but making sure fully with another company, but also keeping my basically myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me do a live version because no one heard the actual song until literally now. So I just wanted everyone to be like, there's two ways in digesting this song. First, a live one with the instrumentation with my band playing the song and I'm singing it. So hopefully the melody and the chorus catches on. So people started to gravitate towards it and they liked it. So I was like, good. I'm in the right step of everything. So then now I could drop the actual video and song on streaming platforms. And then that blew everyone back because they didn't see that sound turning into the sound that you're hearing now.
See, and see, I love live. I think when it's live, you really get the feel of that, you know, artist. I'm really starting to feel there's some other content creators that are showing live videos of performances. And I think that's so important. And it makes me sad because there's a lot of great artists out there that are not getting the love that they need to receive because, you know, no offense to Sexy Red or no offense to some of these artists out here. It's like, is this really political? Because I'm starting to really think that some of this is a trap. You know what I mean?
It may be because the powers that be, they're thinking 20 times ahead of everything. So as bizarre as it may seem, there's literally people in the room coming up with how to roast things out, and they're literally putting their hand on the pulse against the temperature to see how the public reacts to things, and they're literally like the little machine behind every little thing, making sure that everything goes a certain way. If it goes left, then they make sure it goes right, or then they throw in another like haymakers to be like, all right, now throw this in. So they're just throwing anything at us, and then they're seeing the demographics of who gravitates to what, and then they roll it out with having more individuals like her to see if they like that. But she has like Gangsta Boo, her sound. So I'm like, she's like the new age Gangsta Boo of this generation.
I don't like
so I'm
generation. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how she develops though. So that's the thing.
I think it's going to be one of those one-hit wonders, you know, what they used to do back in the 80s. They had that one hit and then they're gone.
That's literally the 80s. There was a lot of great artists back in the day, and they was literally one-hit wonders, and where are they now?
Right. You know, because there's some artists out here, you know who you remind me of, though? Just kind of remind me of your music vibe, Jesse Boykins.
Jesse Boykins. Okay.
I don't know why, but you give me that Jesse Boykins feel. But you have your own, you know, your own vibe. But there are not too many artists that have the sound, and I'm not talking about the lyrics, but the sound and the connection, like other artists. Like when I hear your music, I feel everything. I truly do. When I hear Satisfied, I know that you're in your romantic state.
Yeah.
I know that first sound you caught my attention, you're gonna catch someone else's attention. So
and that perfect how it came in, because it's like it's knocking doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. So it catches your attention, like sound repeating, hitting. I'm knocking like hey. So I like that. It's a attention grabber.
Yeah, I just feel like your vibe reminds me of an artist and Jesse Boykins, and he's been in a couple of movies too. And I'm glad that you're in the scene. I'm gonna just play a little clip, a little bit of who I'm talking about. For those who don't know who Jesse Boykins is, he's an artist, and he did this track, and I was listening to it, and this is back in 2008, okay, and just check it out.
Victoria, it makes me anxious to explore your secrets, leaving the drinks across the airport. Sometimes I like them better sprawled across the board, engaging in the rhythm of passion. The pleasure of a sweet surrender I give into you. As our hearts race, not caring if things happen over, I'm on an expedition to lose control. Make you feel heights you've never known. The apex climaxes, I can feel our soul shift. Tonight is an out-of-body experience.
I feel the victory. Need the victory. Feel the victory.
There's nothing like a nice little intro. It's featuring Devin the Poet.
Okay.
And He's just saying Victoria. There's nothing else he's saying. So the point I'm making is sometimes just that feel, that vibe, like I love this damn song, but he's not saying much. Do you get what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's the tone.
Melody and tone.
And you're that artist that knows how to set the melody and tone. But the world needs to hear Satisfied. So I'm gonna play Satisfied. Woo! Folks can hear what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah. Definitely got to check out Satisfied, you guys. Here we go. Hey.
Can I stop by? Cause when I think of you, pictures of us pop in my mind. Can I stop by? Cause when we link up, you know that you will be satisfied. Can I stop by? Cause when I think of you, pictures of us pop in my mind. Can I stop by? Cause when we link up, you know that you will be satisfied. Shower in the garden, like the essence that you bring. Like the roses opening up to me whenever you sing. You're my little sunflower in this garden full of love. You give me superpowers, nothing for me to be scared of. Affection of a tulip, dancing in the wind. You're my Delilah, elegant, timeless. You're like a violet, loyalty priceless. Sweet like a lily, smile like an iris. Can I stop by? Cause when I think of you, pictures of us pop in my mind. Can I stop by? Cause when we link up, you know that you will be satisfied. Can I stop by? Cause when I think of you, pictures of us pop in my mind. Can I stop by?
Yeah, that's a jam, you guys. So you know you're gonna have to tune in, guys. You're gonna have to tune in Wednesday. Look, tune in on lattejavadrips.com/LJD radio every day because there's always something just jamming, and nothing but independent artist music from all over the world. Your music will get heard. At least 200 listeners a week, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's like 800 listeners, almost 1K. It's not just on my station, but it's connected and tuned into my Deezer, iHeart, my tuner. Your music is getting heard, you guys. So
Every ear counts.
you guys got to stay tuned. Heck yeah. And you don't know because a lot of people don't understand that international is the way to go.
Bingo.
There are 2 artists that I know, Nana Be Cool, who I interviewed last month, and he was in Germany. So we were live and he was in Germany talking to me, and he's working. He is an independent artist that's working. Okay. And he's in Germany. There's another artist, Samuel G. Music, who I interviewed last year. He travels in Europe, all over the world. So there are independent artists that are working. I feel like when you're not on social media every day trying to promote your music, it tells me that you need some help. You need an extra push. And the ones that have like 3,000 followers, you will be amazed that they are working.
Yeah, they putting in that work. They treat it like a job. That's how I do. Treat it like my job.
Yes, and it's not about how many followers you have. It's not about that. It really isn't.
No, unless you're in a meeting with whoever you need to be in, that's when you go over numbers. But besides that, the number game is very, 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 very dynamic. I'll say that. But you have to know the ins and out because not every place need all those numbers because you literally need the attention factor, your main character energy. That's where you bring that in certain spaces with certain people because the numbers there.
Yeah, it does. And I understand about the streams, but your music has to get heard somewhere.
Yeah, it has to get heard. Yep, and that's where it becomes dynamic because it has to get heard. Can't put in a little file and just lock it up forever.
Absolutely. But I want to know, what is it that you do? Because your voice is so beautiful. So what do you
So,
do to warm up? Do you, some
oh,
people
I do vocal warm-ups. I make sure my core, go to the gym, breath control is intact, doing scales, drinking, being hydrated, drinking water, being
oh, that's
hydrated.
right. Latte for me.
Yep. Pour my water, hydrated. And then juiced fruits, and then tea right before I go in the booth. Just
Yeah, because I hear some people say they eat honey. They have
honey.
honey.
Honey, yeah, I try that.
Anita Baker said that one time that she drinks, that she eats honey or before she gets on.
I think it gets everything hydrated. It
Yeah.
works.
Okay. What are 3 unique skills that helped you become successful? And I'm gonna tell you this. You got my attention from. I love this album cover you have where you're like all these balls around you, and you got these glasses on with the yellow hat.
So with that, you said 3 skills.
Yeah, because you write your own music, correct?
Correct. I writing competitions when I was younger. I participated in a thing called the Champions of Courage when I was younger. Won that for my school. Then I was on TV, first time being in a station,
Okay.
teleprompter. So I think that's one of my skills, being able to, I guess, turn it on when I need to. So critical thinking, I want to say critical thinking, creative writing, and having an active imagination. So all 3 of those, but I think that's all for one. I think being active, so dancing,
You're definitely creative, though. You are.
and then you said with 3 skills, one more. I think one more would be, I think business is a skill. Being business, so I guess I'm a hybrid, creative and business savvy.
Yeah. So if you could be remembered for one thing,
One thing.
what would it be?
I want to say my creativity. That's what I want to be remembered for, my creativity.
Because you
Because
definitely are, man.
thank you. Because I want that to grow legs, so then it's just layered. But really, that one thing that holds everything up.
Because I know your video. I love that video. Man, and it's perfect. I knew it was right around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I knew it was because it just fit perfectly. It was just the right time for it. And also for spring.
Go bloom. Time to bloom. Everybody got bloom.
Exactly. It's definitely a spring thing because, everybody, they're ready. They're ready for love. I think people are ready for love. It's just the trust.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you can be that Dr. Love.
Dr.
And
Rich.
yeah, and I love like intro. You know
Mhm.
how Jill Scott has Crown
Yep.
Royal
Yep.
and real short to the point. I feel like you're that type of artist that would do things like that.
I love doing stuff. I love
Yeah.
really storytelling. So I want to create a different form of basically storytelling that's unique for me, but then extremely, I guess, a breath of fresh air for the public.
Yeah, because I definitely you just have that touch. Who are some of your favorite, artists?
So I mentioned Tank. Who's another one? Taya Ward. He's a African artist. He's really, really nice. His production and pen game is crazy. And then let's see. I said Tank, Taya Ward.
Yeah,
I want to
his writing skills are like top tier.
top,
He writes for everyone.
top. And then I want to say, oh, Usher. Let me not forget Usher.
Yeah. Okay, how are you feeling? That new song he has,
Which one?
Ruin.
Ruin.
Ruin. Yeah,
I love it.
I love it too.
His Afro, his Afro bag, his Afro vibe bags. I'm like, so this is what Usher sounds like with the Afro beat.
Right,
Good.
right. I'm really digging it though. I'm glad that people are starting to tune into Afro beats. Now, there's another word, another genre, Afro beats. I really don't know what genre it should be called. I just think it should just be called African music. I mean, that's just my thing. But it seems like everybody is starting to make it as a trend, and I don't want it to be a trend. It should naturally just be. You know what I mean?
I
That's
had
just my take on it.
that.
Because I was listening to Afro beats, and that nobody wasn't tuning into it. And you know what's so funny? A lot of when I used to teach Zumba,
Nope.
a lot of people, there was a lot of Afro beats music, but no one was tuning into it. And I always feel like it would take that one person to bring it out, just like Tim's. I kind of felt like, they had to have someone else. Was it Justin? To
Usher it in.
yeah, and
That's how
yeah, but I get it.
yeah. It takes too long when something is great because it has to have a whole bunch of people like keep introducing it, reintroducing it for people to actually take it in. So the level that Afro music is at now, it's at its highest because you have Burna Boy, who's another
Yes.
Davido, all the big names. That's really it. So they usher in, like you said, Tim's, Ira Star,
Mm-hmm.
I Star. She's one of them. So I like how they're like it's a new crowd.
Yeah,
I can't wait
it's a
to
good.
try Afro music. I had to.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to bring something out because I know it's going to be on and popping. I already know. So
It's I had so much stuff in the vault. That's why I'm glad I'm like dropping bits of everything that's coming out. And Satisfied was the premiere of it.
but one thing I want independent artists to understand is when you drop a track, keep playing it. I don't care how
Oh,
long
yeah, you have
it's.
to work your track.
Yes. Like don't, put out so much music because then the listener, like myself, I can't get to know who you are as an artist because you have all this music and I'm like, okay, wait, hold up, slow up, wait, what? Okay, which genre? Right.
Where's it going? It's like music here, music here, music here, music here. It's music here.
Unless you're going to collaborate with someone,
And
then that's understandable.
that's how, yep. That's how you had to do it. You had to do a whole bunch. For me, I think you had to do a whole bunch of collaborations, and then so everyone gets it's your own personality come through your song. Like, oh, so this is that artist. So when you keep dropping certain things, they can understand your own flow. So when they come back to your stuff, they be like, oh, so this is his sound. Well, basically,
Mm-hmm.
identity. So you got work your track, work. You
Yep.
gotta work your track. Don't have demo-itis. Don't be like, yeah, I'm gonna put this one thing out and everyone's gonna hear it and everyone's gonna love it. No,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta work your track. If you don't work your track, it'll go on deaf ears. And when people ask you, or if you try to tell people, hey, haven't you heard my stuff? You cannot get mad when no one's literally they're shaking their head saying no, or oh, what is that? No, you don't work your track.
Yep. Man, we have some people listening in. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you guys. When I get into my radio vibe and I'm start, connecting with the artists, I forget you guys are there. And I'm so used to not being on camera, but I was told that I need to be on camera more. I like being behind the scenes, but
Listen, foreground and background, please. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
foreground, background, or basically everywhere. Gotta, unfortunately, gotta be everywhere. In the
And
digital space, you have to be everywhere.
I'm going to be hitting some of the clubs here in Arizona. I'm a Chicago girl, so if I was in Chicago, I probably would be everywhere. Arizona is starting to develop music, and there are a lot of independent artists that are performing at a lot of clubs. There's one called Shars. I'm thinking about putting an event together, thinking about it,
Okay.
and definitely would love some independent artists to come out and showcase their talent, because that will be such a big thing. And music is therapeutic. Music
It really
is
is.
universal. Music is everything, and I think that it helps
It's
people.
the soundtrack to life.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And I sometimes think that we as people, music is a way to help us stay focused,
Yeah,
to heal, and to have some kind of faith and hope. So I really believe that music is definitely our foundation. I know it helps me. Even when I'm not feeling well, I'm just not in a good mood, I always know I can turn on the station, listen to some good music, and everything is okay.
it's a thing to each mood. It literally is whatever sound you're feeling, and how you're also feeling. If you add some music on there, it amplifies it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I love music because it does literally that.
Because I really ride for independent artists, because I feel like it's so important to hear them. I don't listen to a lot of commercial. I do, but I listen to more independent artists while I'm in my car more than
They're
anything.
not, yeah, they're not desensitized. They don't have to
Yeah.
follow like the big old script of we need to hit this market, do this. We got to make sure there's a tune in. We need those in
Mm-hmm.
place now. Now we need you to
Mm-mm.
fresh
Nothing
with
like
your
that.
idea. Don't have a whole machine. I work like a machine. But then when you meet the machine, you tell them you to configure your algorithms to meet mine. Not
Yeah.
then we're gonna part ways. That's how I look at it.
Yep. It's true. Is there anything that you would like for folks to know about you?
I would like folks to know that I'm quiet. I do speak because my presence online. It doesn't seem like I talk at all, but I know how to. I can talk to people. I think it's a persona. I think I developed a mystique to the point that when I tear down the walls so people know more about who I am versus the mystique of who I am. So
Well, I can't wait for everyone to hear you on Latte Java Drips Radio Wednesday, you guys. So it's gonna be playing like every 2 hours. Satisfied, you guys gotta tune in to hear his music, and check him out on his socials.
Lee.
And don't forget Latte Java Drips Radio. I am on every social: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. And where can we find you besides Instagram?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, where else? YouTube, Twitch. All my socials are in my
There
bio.
you go.
Um, so it's not a O, it's a 0_J and O. And even looking at the spelling and everything, it look like two eyes are looking at you with a blank look. So
Oh,
that's
was that?
another yeah. Because it look like a blank face staring at you. You see the eyes and then the mouth, the underscore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So what you need to do, you guys. You know where to find us, and definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bourgeois Latte. There's gonna be a lot of things going on, some talk shows soon, and
Working.
yeah, it's a lot of work, and you guys stay tuned to Latte Judges Radio and check out Kojo. And before we leave, I'm gonna have to play okay, because
Okay. Yeah.
this is how I discovered and found Kojo, because of this song, you guys.
Big Mike. Gotta do me that solid. Dissect your mind and let it feel right. When things start to strain, find your place and keep your peace tight. Quarter past on strike on now. Don't lock up, no, it's your time now. Are you sure? Are you sure? You want more? You want more? You can pass some nights and slow down. It's gonna be okay. Time time ain't really on your side. It's gonna be okay if the love ain't really right. It's gonna be okay if no one's really by your side. Just another day, just another day. It's gonna be okay if time ain't really on your side. It's gonna be okay if the love ain't really right. It's gonna be okay if no one's really by your side. Just another day, just another day.
You know what? This could actually be a Christian song.
So that song is lit. I'm glad you picked up on it. Another one.
And the person, Kim Hairston Music, she
Yep.
writes Afro gospel music.
Guess how I wanted to come in. I wanted the words literally take your mind so I feel right. I wanted all areas. Basically, like I said, I wanted to like pew, send out music, but then it's like universal music, so everyone can hear it.
I don't know.
That
It
was
might be a calling. You never know. Sometimes, you know, your music can lead you to another direction. But
that's what I about music, and I really want that to happen. So that you
you may want to go on Kim Hairston Music profile and follow her because she works with some great independent Christian R&B artists, and I do Java Gospel Hour every Sunday.
I saw that. I was
8 to 9:30. So, and there's a lot of Christian R&B that, you know, it's really good. But I just thought about it. I was just listening. I was like, dang it, and Kim pop on. I'm like, wait a minute, this could be a Christian R&B track.
They had to spin it on the Christian side one of these days. It has no profanity.
No profanity. No.
That's what I'm saying. I made sure, like, when I come in, I want to make sure that it's like ear friendly for everyone.
Absolutely.
Before I go into more explicit things, because it's just like, let me introduce y'all to basically how to put together words and not be so jarring. Let's say that. That's the word I want to use, jarring.
But you know what? It has to be ear friendly if you want it played on the radio.
Bingo.
You gotta have
a version. Yeah, and they actually is it radio friendly. If it's not, we need a radio friendly version because they want people to hear it. So if you want people to hear it, you have to.
Yeah.
Back in there on the lab.
That is true. But anyway, thank you for coming on with me. And you guys, yeah, of course. And you guys, you will be hearing his track Wednesday, early in the morning, every 2 hours, early in the morning. It's going to say Scoping Out the Vibes on Grind On Time Wednesday. So you guys have a great day. And thank you for tuning in on Latte Java Drips Radio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I get it? Latte Java Drips, yeah. Enjoying me.
Look, I like to thank everybody for pulling up today. I know you feeling real Gucci on this dapper day. So grab your mug and fill it up until the brim is full. I got the coffee shop jumping, the vibes are plentiful. We got the positivity jumping, cause ain't no negatives allowed. Grinding up like coffee beans, let the drama filter out. We try to keep it hot and fresh like every single time. And I would like to just mention that we appreciate your time, so let it drip. I just want to say, my latte Java drip, enjoying me.
Enjoying me. I just want to sip. What? Latte Java Drips, enjoying me. Enjoying me. We got the best host and ain't denying it. Pull up with your homies or even by yourself. You could build a zoot or lay back as long as you enjoy it yourself and tuning in to all the chats. Yeah, we got you. Hardest topics in the game, you know we got you. So pour a cup of coffee and let us take you on a trip. Mic check. You're not listening to Latte Java Drips, yeah.
Just to let you know, that was They Call Me Dog, who written and produced it, and Slap Queen, and she's from London. So, so you guys want to be part of Grind On Time Wednesday? All you have to do is check my link in my bio, fill out the submission form, and get you all set. It's free, only on Wednesday. Airplay, okay? Airplay Wednesday, Grind On Time, scoping out the vibes, only on Latte Java Drips Radio. Till next time, you guys, bye.
Bye.